How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video. It's me, Cam from Cam's Corner. Welcome back to another daily Chelsea transfer news video. And yes, we've got a bumper long episode today. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Chelsea's first summer signing very soon. So much on Haaland, a new centre back in the mix, and some outgoings. Not to mention the game that's coming against Bournemouth later today. Let's get on with the first story. So if you're new here, I'm Cam, this is Cam's Corner, and I'm dropping daily Chelsea transfer news videos, so please subscribe, that would be great. But without further ado, let's talk Haaland. Now, this Haaland thing is, I've actually checked back on my channel. I made a video on Haaland 9 months ago, so let's not pretend that it's this new thing that's only been circulating a couple of weeks. We all know Haaland's a smashing player. Probably from that, we know that Chelsea have kind of wanted him for a very long time. But this is a very Fabrizio Romano heavy episode today because as I'm recording this, I'm watching he's live on Twitch talking about mainly Chelsea, and then Jan Furkoff from Sports Build was coming on later to talk more about Haaland. So if anything new comes up, I will probably talk about it in this video. But I'm going to be starting with what he said to Sky Sports. Before yesterday, I haven't talked much to my agent in a month. You tell me, but I hope they are just rumours, as 175 million euros would be a lot of money for one person. So, this whole few weeks, Haaland's been on, Haaland's been off, Haaland's been on, and now he's saying he hasn't spoken to Mino Raiola in a couple months. Something doesn't add up. I don't actually know why players say this, or maybe them being told to say this, but I'm getting a Kai Havertz vibes from this, and we all know what happened with Kai Havertz. He goes on by speaking to Sports Build about his future. First of all, I have 3 years left in my contract. I'm enjoying my time here, but of course the trophy was important because that's what I want. I hate to break it to you, Haaland, but if you want a trophy, there's only one place you want to come, and that's the Champions of Europe. Now, this has put a spanner in the works because his Haaland directly quotes of what he's actually speaking about and how he feels, pretty much. He says he's happy. He says he hasn't heard about the rumours and he hasn't spoken to his agent. But who do we believe? I don't know. If you're a Chelsea fan, I'd be nice to know, like the consensus of Chelsea fans. I'd say it's 60-40, maybe. Being a bit generous that Haaland will join, but I'm getting... Well, I was confident, I saw this, I'm getting less confident, but if you go around Twitter, people are having different opinions. But yeah, that's Haaland for today, and of course this story's going to go up and down all through the week, so if you subscribe and put the bell on, don't miss a video, that would be great. On to the next story. Now finally, Chelsea have made their first signing on a free transfer. We think, we know, almost certain, because if Sky Sports are saying it, you know, like, you're late and it's probably about to happen. They're tap-in merchants. So Chelsea have agreed a deal to sign goalkeeper Marcus Benatelli on a free transfer. Of course, who's he? And because I know my championship, I'm going to tell you a lot about it. No, let's not fuck around here. No one knows who this guy is. We know who he is. Do we know he's good? He's a first choice keeper. Doesn't really matter. Free transfer. It's not even balancing the books, but it's because Willie's gone. We got to replace him with this Don. I literally don't have much to say. I'm just saying this because it's our first transfer, so it's going to be quite exciting. Moving on to some more breaking news from Fabrizio Romano. Because a player who I've admired a lot over the past year, and people have been touting him to be one of the best future stars, is of course Jules Kounde from Sevilla, the French centre-back who played a couple of games at right-back in the Euros. I know him because he was an absolute beast at the start of FIFA, let's not lie. Starter squad, he was great, but, you know, as I saw him on FIFA, I wanted to learn more about him. But Fabrizio Romano has tweeted, exclusive, Chelsea have opened official talks with Sevilla for Jules Kounde. He's the main target as centre-back, negotiations ongoing to reach an agreement. Kounde is open to accept Chelsea as the next club as he wants Champions League football. Now it's up to the two clubs. Now, as we know, Kounde has been, touted to go to Tottenham, but clearly says there he wants Champions League football, so that's clearly off the cards. Not to mention his release clause has been said to be about 80 million euros, which, as we know, it's quite a lot. I don't think Chelsea are going to be playing that, so when I was listening to the Fabrizio Romano, he said Chelsea are more likely going to be going into another option in maybe paying in instalments over the years or getting a little player swap deal. But the main thing is, I don't think Chelsea will be playing 80 million euros, so there's still a wad of cash for the main man, Erling Haaland. Speaking of what makes this centre back more, I think, more legit and how it could actually happen, is I'm going to go again to another Fabrizio Romano tweet who has said, so this is for Tottenham plan B to sign over 3 different centre backs. We don't care about the other 2, but the main thing is Tottenham want Zuma for 25 million. As I woke up today, I was like, first time you could go to Arsenal and Zuma to Tottenham. Did Chelsea not understand about rivalries? Clearly not. 25 million. Now, this is not a story, but it's very exciting news because Chelsea later today will play Bournemouth for a pre-season friendly at the Vitality at 7:45. Now, this is the second game. I just remembered that we're playing pre-season because the first one we played against Peterborough was behind closed doors, as we know. We won 6-1. So, what to expect in this game? It's not going to be like any other match preview because it's pre-season. I can't exactly give you a predicted lineup because there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of new faces, a lot of excitement really into this game because it's going to be the first time we can watch Chelsea in about 2 months, which is great. See how the champions of Europe are going to play. So, without further ado, I've been Cam from Cam's Cold, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.